Ranking every The Thing design from the dumbest looking ones to the best. In last place, we got to go back in time to the 1994 live action Fantastic Four movie that was filmed, edited, ready to release, but then shelved and never actually released to the public, although now you can find it online. You have to give them some credit because, yes, this was 30 years ago that this was being made, and the film had a total budget of only $1 million, but I'm sorry, this thing is just disturbing to look at. The Thing is not supposed to look like some horror movie monster, so it has to go in last place. At number 6, I have the 2015 Fantastic Four movie, The Thing.
Gotta say, it's fantastic.
Sadly, I have to disagree with him and say this is not a fantastic design. Now, this is a fully CGI design of The Thing, which we don't see in any of the other live action versions of the character, and I don't think the CGI is actually bad at all. There's two really big problems with this character that has it so low on the list. First of all, it's again way too monstrous and scary looking, which I know was intentional by them. They wanted to go for like a body horror version of the character, which makes sense. I just don't care for it personally. The other big issue is why is this version of the Thing not wearing anything at all? Like him having shorts or some outfit is such an iconic part of the character's look, and they just completely abandoned it. At number 4, I have the design from the Fantastic Four, the animated series. This is kind of hard to judge because season 1 and 2 kind of have very different designs of the character. On the top, you have season 1, which I don't think is great, but it's definitely an improvement on the orange abomination that is season 2, which is really why it's so low on the list, because season 2's design is just absolutely horrible. Even the season 1 design looks pretty bad in the show just because the animation itself was pretty janky in this, so it's kind of holding back. No matter how good the design could be, it's not going to look that good in this style. At number 4, we're finally getting into designs I consider good from here on out, and we're starting off with the Marvel Rivals The Thing. Like I've said of some of the other ones, I definitely think this is way too big of a design for the Thing. Like, this dude is absolutely massive, but we know the Marvel Rivals devs are just kind of crazy over there. They like to enhance certain characters. The other reason I can't put him any higher on this list, besides him being a little bit too massive for my liking, is that also he looks like he's up to absolutely no good. Look at this devious grin on his face. I really don't trust his character. At number 5 is The Thing from the 2005 Fantastic Four movies. Now listen, I know this doesn't look the greatest on the surface, but there's two things I really like about this design. First of all is the practical effects. Now, it's not just up here because it's using practical effects on him. It's more so the fact that I think the practical effects really help push the entire idea of the character out onto the screen, which is what a great design does in my opinion. Having him be like regular human size and still looking semi-human, but still transformed into this monster thing really works in my opinion. And like I said, it does look goofy in some moments in the movie, but overall it actually looks really solid. Especially when you put him next to the rest of the Fantastic Four members, he like meshes perfect visually with them, and I really just adore this design. At number 2, we're going to the Fantastic Four, the World's Greatest Heroes TV series. Yes, this is a physically bigger version of the character, but like I said, with Marvel Rivals and this, when it's done right, I can appreciate it, and I think this is genuinely a great design of the Thing. I think it really just comes down to the face. Like, they got the turtle looking head right and allows for a lot of emotion to come through. But at number 1, I'm going with the 2025 version that we just saw in the trailer. I think this is an A+ design. I have beef with the voice, but no notes for this. The look of both the character and the outfits feel ripped straight out of the comics. I think the physical size is pretty close to perfect. Like, in this image, he looks very small and shorter than Sue Storm, but I think it's just perspective because he's standing a little bit behind her. I think once he's next to her, he'll be a little bit taller, which will be perfect. Really appreciate you watching this video. Hit that like button and make sure to tap above me to check out a video where I go over all my favorite parts from the Fantastic Four trailer.